Yeah, maybe he can. But it doesn't matter if they believe us just as long as the ADA does. If we stick to our story, there's nothing they can do about it.
All right, listen up, you two. I know you're lying. Your story doesn't make sense, and you know it too. Rocco would have told me if he got punched by Dalton.
No, he didn't.
Just stop. You both could be facing serious charges. Think of Scout.
That's all I've been doing. What kind of role model would I be for Scout if I didn't defend our brother?
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Soul Caps, y'all. So let's talk about this situation, man. So I just talked about Rocco getting the good news that his bail hearing was actually pushed up, so he doesn't have to spend another night in jail. Turner's not going to go that hard on him, and he's obviously going to get the bail, and probably at the very least, he's going to get like community service when everything comes up. It helps Rocco a lot that Dalton is dead. But it wouldn't matter because Turner had actually figured out that Dalton was using her to try to get Rocco framed real badly for this. So Dalton would have been cooked either way, even if he was still alive, man, because he had lied. Speaking of liars, Charlotte and Danny. So the one thing that I do like about these teenagers, man, they're very loyal to each other. I do like that though from them. I like the fact that they're loyal, but they're being loyal in a way that's going to get them cooked because they don't realize how this could actually ruin their lives as far as getting in trouble with the law. So they were talking, they sat down and with Laura, Alexis, and Jason was there to supervise Danny, right? They were trying to make it seem like Rocco was getting punched by Dalton, and Dalton definitely was not doing that to Rocco from what we know. So Alexis figured it out that they were lying, and she actually confronted them about it after Laura and Jason stepped outside. And Alexis said that she knew that they were lying, and it could land them both in trouble for lying like that, especially if they did it on the record. Laura had told Jason after that she understands what Charlotte and Danny were trying to do, but fortunately, they won't have to go to court because Dalton is, and Jason says Dalton is nowhere. Now, you got to remember something, guys. Jason and Laura both know where Dalton is. They both know what happened to him. Now, what's interesting is Laura hasn't really talked to Jason about it because I don't think Laura knows that Jason is the one that disposed of the body. Sonny never disclosed that Jason helped with this. That's the interesting thing about this, too. Because you could definitely look in Jason's eyes a couple of times like Jason knew that Dalton was gone. Like he knew the truth. So did Laura. But it's interesting that those two don't know, like, well, Jason knows Laura was in trouble. But Laura doesn't know Jason was the one that disposed of the body. That's the interesting thing about this whole thing. So that's the thing to remember, too. So there's some more lying in the foreground on this, but we'll see what happens, man. I hope Rocco's bail hearing is in tomorrow's episode. I'm not sure, but I really don't want to wait until next week to get through that part. But I think Rocco's end on this spectrum of the storyline is over. Now, Charlotte and Danny is sort of still involved, but not all the way. But this thing is pretty much going to be pretty much kapoof in due time. But earlier I did do a video on Sitwell revealing that he was the one that had Rocco beaten in the jail. I hope the show reveals that to Sonny, that Sonny finds out about that. It is going to be so damn interesting, bro. So we'll see what happens with that, y'all, man. Go on ahead and give me your thoughts on this, man. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching this one. Soul Caps, y'all.